Ooh. Hi, how you all doing?
Done that weird backwards thing again where I'm on the wrong side. And...
Yeah. So the big news is I've had a haircut. Nikki did it.
I shaved his head in the garden. I think it's actually quite cool. It's kind of like the sort of metaler of my teenage dreams.
I've literally never been. I think it might be the coolest haircut that I think I've ever had. And I'm waiting for my work reaction to be like, what on earth is this?
I could start to do this. Like, if anybody else needs a lockdown haircut, social distancing though, I mean, take your chances.
This is why the hairdressers are shut, Nikki. You can't stay inside.
If you want to look this good, you have to take some risks. That's all I'm saying. And it's good,
It's doing all right. So hello and welcome. We're going to be doing some quizzing in a bit. Obviously, we're just doing a brief bit beforehand. The most important thing is there's all the details underneath, maybe here-ish.
Or this?
Yeah, we'll put that up in a bit. But, form a team. That's what you need to do.
Yeah, if
hopefully
you haven't
you've already
already.
done that. Yeah.
And also, we don't discriminate, like solo players, small teams, teams of two. Everybody's welcome.
4-ish people. We've got no way of keeping track.
We don't know.
We don't know.
Are in your team.
It's not that big a deal.
But a team, no less. And solo player teams are also fine.
Get us on your telly/laptop. I'm hoping that you've kind of already done that. You've done that bit. That's all good. Okay, and then this is the important bit. One of your team needs to enter at superbard.co.uk/quiz. Now, we've had some slight difficulties.
Yeah, a couple of people have messaged saying, I can't get in. So if you have any, we're not going to start immediately. So if you are having trouble, drop us a message in the comments or WhatsApp one of us. And we'll get you all started. We'll get you all in properly before we start.
And then 4, get a beer, and we're going to start in a minute. So we're going to do the little. Yeah, we've got wine.
We've got wine.
It's a wine evening.
Classy. We're classy as tonight. So look at this.
There's a shirt.
I'm wearing a dress. Also, for anyone who's joining from my work, you might not recognise me at the moment because I've got a full face of makeup on and. In all of our Teams calls early in the morning, I don't look quite as glamorous as this. Just in case you wonder who I am, it is in fact the same.
And as
Nikki
mentioned,
that you know.
New hair. So if you didn't recognise me, anyway,
we're looking sharp.
We're going to start in about 10 minutes. Yeah. So we'll see you in a little bit.
Get a drink, get ready. Let us know if you have any problems with the form.
Well, I know. I'm going to put Bev down.
Here we come.
There we go.
Walking down the street. We get the funniest looks from everyone we meet. Hey, we're the monkeys, and people say we monkey around.
I should say I didn't change the music.
No.
Put anybody down.
It's got the same 10 minutes of music.
Go where we want to. Do what we like to do. We don't have time to get restless. There's always something new. Hey, we're the monkeys, and people say we monkey around. But we're too busy singing to put anybody down. We're just trying to be friendly. Come and watch us sing and play. We're the young generation. And we've got something to say. Anytime or anywhere, just look over your shoulder. Guess who'll be standing there? Hey, we're the monkeys, and people say we monkey around. But we're too busy singing to put anybody down. People say we monkey around, but we're too busy singing to put anybody down. We're just trying see we get to the end, but that's where we begin, you feel it? Mannequins and we breaking the mold. Breaking out and we breaking the codes. Similar to the jack who stole to the depths in your wet, so your tank explodes, so get it out. Send your body to flight. Everybody got a target tonight. Everybody come along for the ride. All you studs and your duds and your ladies is fly. Grip the moment like you're gripping the earth. Feel a weight and you're feeling the girth. Now you get it, now you're feeling your worth. Fitness how you used to make when everything used to hurt. It goes, no time to rest. Just do your best. What you hear is not a test. We're only here to make you. We're only here to make you. We're only here to make you. We're only here to make you go. Gotta go, gotta make it on time. Brightest star gonna be the guide. Gotta get you to the other side, to where the butterflies and where the peace resides. But first, 5 minutes for the 15 of fame. 5 seconds for you saying my name. I'm deadly sharp shooting the game. Gonna hit you in the soul, execution is aim. Get together and we building a fire. Clear smoke and it's taking us higher. Hands up, everyone is one. If you see yourself making it, you see in the sun. Metropolis on the edge of control. They take our money, but they won't take our soul. Fuck that, ain't gon' do it no more. Won't do what we told and we ain't gonna fold. We go. No time to rest. Just do your best. What you hear is not a test. We're only here to make you. We're only here to make you. We're only here to make you. We're only here to make you go. 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 Can't think, can't sleep, can't breathe. Can't think, can't sleep, can't breathe. Everybody jumping out of their mind. Everybody going out of their skins. Everybody jumping out of their mind. Everybody going out of their skins.
How embarrassing! We're on mute. How? Oh, we had a great chat. You can't hear us. I'd pressed the mute button. Hear our brilliant dancing. Literally everyone is ringing us. It's going
Hello.
crazy. It's all right, guys.
We're on mute, I think.
We're on. We've got it.
Don't worry, we've sorted it.
We've sorted it. Hopefully you can now all hear us.
That was really embarrassing. I feel like we should start again.
Yeah, hang on, wait a minute.
Can they definitely hear us now?
Ooh, look, logo. We're starting afresh. We're all good. Yeah, cool.
Yay!
Well, we're
Can you
here.
hear us? Can you hear us fine? Should we say all the things we just said?
Yes, we should.
I'm not going to lie, like, I don't want to make you feel bad, but while we were just on mute, you missed some absolute gold
Brilliant
chat. Like,
banter.
probably the funniest
Yeah, like
we've ever been.
quality radio DJ host style banter.
like YouTubers.
Yes.
So you missed out. I was kind of asking how you were, really.
Yeah, please let us know in the comments, and hopefully we're off mute, so
And you can hear
therefore,
us.
and you can hear us, and that's all great. Well done, us.
Just generally, we're like, how you doing? How you feeling? It's been another week of lockdown. Welcome to another week of social Quiztancing.
We've got big glasses of wine. We're ready. Are you ready?
If you just joined us after, if you didn't get us right at the very beginning, just to point out, George's had a haircut.
Yeah.
This was me. This was George's lockdown haircut. And if you two
Just move it up so
you can
some
see
glory. There you go,
the glory, the shaved glory.
Mm-hmm.
So if anybody else wants to have a sort of the kind of metal boy look of my teenage dreams,
You can't come here. Stay inside.
Stay inside, but you two can ask your wife, girlfriend, friend, anyone else you know that you live with, and just shave their head.
Just shave the sides.
I'm a fan. Also, we're looking kind of smart today. Like, George is in a shirt, I've got a dress on. I know a few Foreign Office types are joining us, and you'll be used to seeing my face at about 7 a.m. on Teams at the moment, and it doesn't look as made up as this, does it? This is a different level.
Everyone knows that I am always in shirts all the time, and it's not because we've run out of washing. It's an overshare, isn't it? They didn't need to know.
But how are you guys? How are you doing? I hope everybody's well. I hope that you're all coping. I know we had the lockdown extended for another 3 weeks. But I hope everybody's feeling good and ready to
quiz it up.
Ready to have a drink and boost your general knowledge.
So importantly, I hope you have all checked out the below, and you've seen that you need to sign on at superbard.co.uk/quiz. Let me know in the comments if there's any problems with that. It is me that's made it, so there's no Oh, sorry. We're going to come to Robot Bev.
This is Bev.
This is Bev.
Those of you who've been here before know this is Bev.
So
she's a cheeky little
Robot
minx.
Bev will be marking your answers, not us. So
No.
just to be clear, Robot Bev. And Robot Bev is great, but she can't really read. So what I wouldn't do is put any jokes in your comments.
No, we do the jokes.
Any sort of funny characters. Don't put funny characters in, because Bev will take them right out and just read the text. Anything else that
try
Bev
not
doesn't read?
not to confuse Bev.
Go
just
simple.
do your best.
There are no trick questions here.
No tricks.
So
just questions, just good general knowledge, just good, clean fun.
Put in something simple. Bev will understand, and maybe produce a graph or two. Maybe.
Almost certainly.
Almost
There'll be a
certainly.
graph.
There might be some graphs.
Well.
On that
note, shall we get started?
let's do it.
Are we good? Everybody ready?
So hopefully you've all signed in, you've pressed login, and you should have up round 1 connection from us in front of you, and you'll have a whole load of questions. We're going to ask those questions, you're going to write them in the box, and at the end of round 1, you press go, and then Bev can mark your answers. So
I'm just checking
Good.
my correspondence to check that no one else is still...
I think we're okay.
Do you know what? Your dad's still annoyed. George's parents have joined us. Hi, George's mum and dad. And they're still unable to comment and join in the hilarious chat on YouTube.
Okay.
So sorry about that. But I guess if you just WhatsApp us and we can kind of
That's also fun.
get you involved.
Cool. Right, let's start. Round 1, connections. And Nikki, you're starting. So the aim of the connections round is the first 6 questions all have a connection.
They do.
And then the last question is we want to know what that connection is.
This is the round that every week we absolutely have not ripped off from the board game Linky.
Yes. And just to be clear, last week, literally no one got the connection at all. So we've gone easier. In fact, in general, the quiz is easier.
Let's just take a moment to say that last week's quiz was a little bit hard. You still all did fine, and your kudos to the winners who have joined us again to see if they can claim the second week's victory. But it was a little bit tricky, so
Yes,
this week we've
We've gone a bit easier,
You'll
but
see as
don't
we
worry,
go.
there's still ways to differentiate the winners, and we will get to that. So, because it's not a quiz unless there's competition.
But also, just take care of yourselves in these difficult times.
And there are surprises. No prize. I had that. I
wish we were on mute for that. So
That was terrible.
There are no prizes,
No
just
prizes.
surprises.
Excellent. All right.
Okay.
Question 1, Nikki. Over to you.
Okay. Are you ready? So, round 1, question 1. What is the current year in Roman numerals? That's your first question of the whole quiz for this week. What is the current year in Roman numerals? Bit of an easy one, maybe.
Yeah, warm you up. Now we go difficult. Question 2. Which controversial American Muslim minister and civil rights activist was assassinated in 1965? It's a varied quiz. We're varying
That was a
it.
bit of a change in tone, wasn't it?
We go easy, we go difficult.
There are some
one
nice,
after the other.
Yeah, there are some nice positive moments also. That was
Yes.
a bit of a dark question, but sure, go for it.
Which
again.
controversial American Muslim minister and civil rights activist was assassinated in 1965?
That's your second question. As ever, it's kind of hard for us to know whether we're going too fast or too slow. We're going to try and pace it. We got feedback last week that our pacing was about right. So if you feel like we're going a bit fast, just drop us a comment. Let us know. We can slow down. We can repeat questions at the end of the round.
All of that sort of stuff.
Yeah. Okay. We good?
Mm-hmm.
Question 3 of your first round. Which band, known for their minimalist style, won the Mercury Music Prize Award in 2010 for their self-titled debut? A little extra clue, it featured songs like Intro and VCR. So which band, this is question 3, which band, known for their minimalist style, won the Mercury Music Prize Award in 2010 for their self-titled debut album? And it featured songs like Intro and VCR.
I should say, this week Bev has sorted out the back button, so I wouldn't press it now, but if you get to round 2 and you're like, oh, I've suddenly thought of an answer to round 1, you can press back and re-enter it. Like, I wouldn't recommend it. I don't want to say it's been tested thoroughly.
But it's an option.
But it's an option.
Where it was
so
not before,
if,
but now it is.
Perhaps more importantly, if you pressed submit when you really didn't mean to, just press back, you'll be okay.
So we've had the first 3 questions. Don't know how those are sitting with you, but just to remember that there is a connection between all of them, which will be the final question in the round, if that helps at all.
Question 4. What theatre plot device translates as God from the machine? What theatre plot device translates as God from the machine?
Highbrow one there.
Yeah, a couple of highbrow
A
ones.
highbrow question. The whole quiz isn't this highbrow. We said it was easier. I think this round's probably a bit...
I think it's
tricky.
fine. I think it's once you get the connection, you'll blitz it.
Yeah. Also, we know we've got a few theatre-y types playing. They'll be like, I know that one. I'm looking at you guys.
One for the Foreign Office, I think, now.
Yes, this is a good, excellent question. Okay, question 5. Question 5. Who has been the president of China? China. I can't do Trump. Can you do like
China.
China? Anyway, China. Who has been the president of China since 2012?
And we want both names, but not the word president.
Don't need president, but we want first and second name. Who has been the president of China since 2012? Some of you Foreign Office types will be like, yeah, no probs. We'll see.
Question 6. Which comic by Kirby and Lee had a provisional title of The Mutants?
The Mutants.
Which comic by Kirby and Lee had a provisional title of The Mutants? Question 7 is the connection.
Yeah, what links all of the previous 6 answers together?
Now, the connection is not complicated.
No.
Don't overthink
Don't
it.
overthink it.
It is that simple if you think you've discovered it. That's all it is. That's all I'm saying. It's a simple connection. Should we go over...
Let's run through those just one more time in case anybody missed one. So question 1, what is the current year in Roman numerals?
Question 2. Which controversial American Muslim minister and civil rights activist was assassinated in 1965?
Do that one again because it's long.
Which controversial American Muslim minister and civil rights activist was assassinated in 1965?
Question 3. Which band, known for their minimalist style, won the Mercury Music Prize Award in 2010 for their self-titled debut? A little extra clear, it featured songs like Intro and VCR.
Question 4. What theatre plot device translates as God from the Machine?
Question 5. Who has been the president of China since 2012? Who has been the president of China since 2012?
And question 6. Which comic by Kirby and Lee had a provisional title of The Mutants? Question 7 is the connection. We didn't do at the beginning, guys, the don't Google the answers because you'll find out what the answers are, and like that's not the point of the quiz. You need to work it out together as a team, coming together.
But we haven't explicitly said that any point, have we? That you shouldn't cheat.
Don't cheat.
You're only cheating yourselves, and in fact there are no prizes. So
only surprises.
So just see if you know the answer. And we're going to give you the answers later.
Okay. Right. We're going to crack straight on to round 2. Now, round 2...
Is everybody happy?
Everyone happy? Any questions repeated?
If you need a question repeating, just let us know. In the comments, drop us a little...
The problem that we've got slightly is we're on a delay.
Yes, which is why we probably were on mute for much longer than we should have been. You were all like, guys, you're on mute. And it was like, there was a little bit of a time lag for us before we realised.
Yeah.
But
There you go.
What are you going to do?
Paul has put in clues in the comments, so you can have a read of that if that's helpful for you. I think that was one of the easier questions. I think you'll be okay. Right. So we're going straight to the video round, and once you press submit, you'll realise that you've only got one question. That's because today the video round is a race.
This is a new development.
It's new, exciting. I told you that there'd be different things. We're changing it up. It's a race. So we're going to play the video round.
Explain the video round. We've got a few new joiners this week. So.
Sure. We're going to play a video. Today it is children's TV theme tunes. What I've done is, or what Bev has done, is obscured the video, mixed up the music a little bit. But what we want to know is the children's TV show that you're watching. But you need to race all of your other teammates because you get 1 point for getting the children's TV show, but you get 4 points if you're first, and then 3 for second, 2 for third, and an extra 1 for fourth. So, fingers at the ready.
Fingers at the ready.
Exciting times.
Children's TV shows.
Okay.
You're going to love this.
All right. Here is question 1. Right, we're muted again. There you go.
How good was that? So what we should have said also at the beginning was like, turn it up. Some of these are absolute tunes. Like
you're only getting it once today because it's a race, but yeah, turn them up. They're very exciting. Only one of them is a George cover. You can guess which one that is later. The rest I have stolen from the internet. Okay, question 2. So we want you to type in as quickly as possible and press submit. So you should be on question 2 now. Are you ready? Here we go.
Let's go.
Someone has asked for question 1. There are definitely 2 versions that you could have had.
I mean, let's not be coy about it. There's kind of an Americanized version and like a UK version.
Sure.
Both are fine.
Bev is intelligent enough to think of different versions that you might put in.
She's very international, is Bev. She's happy.
All right.
She's happy.
Question 3. Muted again. Oh, it's embarrassing.
Why is this happening?
It's because I keep muting us when I play. I'm just gonna.
Don't bother muting us
Just
again.
not gonna bother. We're just
Sorry about that.
Apologies. Question 4. Yeah, there you go.
Some of these are great. Like,
I should say also this is sort of a test of internet connections as well, which I feel is a bit mean, but you know.
Is it?
Well, your typing is the main. That's the main speed factor that we're after. Yeah.
Anyway, cool. All right. You're gonna love this next one as well. You ready?
Delightful, isn't it?
George is so happy with that one.
Yeah. I mean,
is that your favourite one? My favourite, and is that your favourite?
No, I think I'm with you.
Okay, so this is the penultimate. This is the second last one, and then which is also great. And then the last one in this round is both of our favourites. We really love it. Okay.
This one's quite quick. I might play it twice.
Okay. That's right. That was my cover. That was the one that I did. I'm imagining it like Streets of Rage or something. That's some lovely video game. Should we do that one more time?
Do that one I hope we're not frozen for everybody. My dad has just said that he's frozen.
Having any technical problems tonight. Don't really know why, but hopefully we're all fine.
It says we're going fine. I think we're okay.
All right. So now the pièce de résistance. So this is like, you turn this one up because you're just gonna love it. Why is this happening? This has never happened any other time. What's happening with the sign?
Well, so I left the sound on the videos so that we could hear them, which I didn't do before. Oh, we're all pinging away. Everyone is telling us we're on mute. We're on mute.
I wish we could just start again this week. I feel like we've ruined everything.
So you took the sound off so that we could listen to the videos as well. Hopefully. Sorry. It's all right. We're back now, right?
We're going to try really, really hard not to do that again because it's really, really annoying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fine. Good.
You probably just saw me crying and sort of wondered why. But I just really, really loved that last one. I've watched it about 4 times now, and every time it just really tickles me. So I hope you enjoyed it as well.
So hopefully, guys, you had 7 questions there that we went through. So you should now be on the next round, which is called 2 Clues, 1 Answer. But we're not going to do that immediately.
We're going to have a little bit of a pause.
Yeah. How are we all?
Are you all okay?
Are you all excited?
I do apologise for all the mute incidents. We're going to try really hard not to do that again.
Okay. Right, let's see how everyone did in round 1. Come on, please work. Please. Oh, looks like pretty good scores throughout round 1 there. You can see that basically everyone did pretty well. There was a little bit of an issue with question 3. But that was the more difficult question of the round. So well done, everybody. That's quite close to 100%. So you've done a good job. Let's go through the answers, shall we?
Shall we? Answers to question 1, round 1. Okay. Question 1, round 1 was what's the current year in Roman numerals?
It's probably someone else telling us that we're still on.
Still on mute.
Still on mute.
What's the current year in Roman numerals?
And the answer is MMXX. So M is the thousands, X is the tens. The tens?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Question 2. This quickly lurched. This was one of the tricky ones. Which controversial American Muslim minister and civil rights activist was assassinated in 1965? I mean, you say it was a toughie. It was pretty. It was, in fact,
it was Malcolm X.
It was Malcolm X. So a lot of you got that right after claiming it was a toughie. Question 3 was the tricky one.
It was. Which band, known for their minimalist style, won the Mercury Music Prize Award in 2010 for their self-titled debut, which included songs like Intro and VCR?
The answer is the XX, and I hope
the connection is becoming clear.
The connection hopefully is getting there.
Question 4.
Question 4. What theatre plot device translates as God from the machine?
It is in fact Deus Ex Machina. Is that how I pronounce it?
I would say Deus.
Deus?
Yeah.
How embarrassing.
I know. Awful.
I didn't know that one.
Question 5.
Deus Ex Machina, sorry. Question 5, I do know this one. This one's right up my street. Who has been the president of China since 2012?
And you see, now I'm not going to be able to pronounce it, so that's fair enough. You've thrown it back. Xi Jinping?
That's correct.
But that is also spelt with
X.
An X.
XI. Xi Jinping.
Question 6. Which comic by Kirby and Lee had a provisional title of The Mutants?
It was, of course, The X-Men. Starring Patrick Stewart.
They are all
Thanks,
mutants. Thank you, Paul, there. And the connection was the letter X. If you put X in there, that was fine.
X marks the spot. If you put X in there, that's all we needed.
That's all we needed. So let's just...
Well done, everybody.
Good job, team. So at the end of round 1... the end of round 1, what you can see is some teams managed full marks.
This is George's like Professor Chris Whitty moment. This is like where George likes to think that he's just showing the nation all of his data.
Just showing you exactly how we're doing it. You can see the straight line. Oh no, this is the problem with it being the flipped straight line up here for a lot of people who got full marks. So Lucian Ivory Tower, Theon Grey Boys, Nerd Immunity back for another week. The Core Geeks also back for another week. Excellent.
Oh, yeah, excellent.
Quizzical Intimacy. And then we've got a couple on 13. Maybe didn't get got one of the Xi Jinping potentially or something like that. So that's Clean Pair of Hands and COVID's Metamorphoses.
Got some classy names on the quiz
Well
this week.
done, guys.
Hello.
Good work.
What else have we got?
N for NFN are on 12, as are the Tiger Kings, the Courgettes.
Kings, hail you cool cats and kittens.
Flying Solo again, Reduced Corleones. Quiz Witty is back
Hi,
as
Quiz
well
Witty.
on 10, and the Cows Came Home, and Down in the Country all on 10. Rum Forest Run is on 8, as is Daniel. Quiz Tima Aguilera on 7, and Cool Cats are bringing up the rear on 4. But
Some
good
newcomers here.
job.
Welcome, Daniel. Welcome, Cool Cats. Very nice to have you.
Cool.
All
All right. Enough of my graphing. Yeah, that's right.
It's literally never enough of his graphing.
You all love the graphing.
Loved it,
Yeah,
loved it.
it's all pretty good.
So the next round, I hope you've all recovered from the video round because I really, really loved it. Especially the last one was I just really feel like it lifted my heavy heart in these difficult times, and I cried with laughter multiple times watching it. This round,
It's called 2 clues, 1 answer. It's because there are 2 clues.
don't overthink it. 2
And there's
clues,
one
1
answer.
answer. So what we're going to do is George is going to give the first clue, and then I'm going to give a second. So you're going to get a George clue and a Nikki clue for 1 question.
And that's the question 1.
Yeah. For each one, you may find some of George's clues rather more highbrow than mine.
But that's
See
fine.
which one. I mean, maybe you're a highbrow kind of team. Maybe that's what you like.
There's a couple of I'm going to go with homonyms. I can't remember if it's homonyms or homophones. I can never remember which one it is. Basically,
It's a future quiz question.
where they're spelt differently, but it's the same answer if you say it out loud. Don't worry about which one you put it in. Bev knows both. Bev is good like that.
Right.
I think that's all we need to say.
All right. So this one is called 2 clues, 1 answer.
And we're going to do this round, and then we're going to have a little break.
We'll have a little pause. You can get a drink.
Time for a drink.
Have a wee, whatever. Okay. So we're going to start with George's clue and then have my clue, but this is just for question 1.
Question 1. Someone put a graph emoji. Amazing.
Oh, hi.
Question 1. Number of pieces that start on the board in a game of English drafts. But also question 1. Oh, sorry. Number of pieces that start on the board in a game of English drafts.
And also question 1. TV show featuring Jack Bauer. I shouldn't have had that clue because it's really tricky in my accent. Jack Bauer.
Jack Bauer.
Jack Bauer. Jack Bauer.
Mm-hmm.
TV show featuring Jack Bauer.
Okay. Question 2. The name of a series of kings of English kings, I should say, really, from 1714 to 1830. It's a name of a series of kings, so the name of the king between 1714 and 1830.
And my clue for the same question, for question 2, is Peppa Pig's little brother.
Peppa Pig's little brother. Who is Peppa Pig's little brother? It's very fun to say, isn't it, Peppa Pig?
Peppa Pig's little brother. 2 clues, 1 answer. Question 3.
The longest country in the world from north to south. So what's the longest country in the world from north to south?
And another clue from me for the same question, also for question 3. The fruit of the plant of the genus capsicum. The fruit of the plant of the genus capsicum.
Another good word to say. Okay. That one's a little bit tricky.
Maybe a little bit trickier, a little bit harder.
Question 4. The year Barack Obama won the Nobel Peace Prize. That's the year that Barack Obama won the Nobel Peace Prize. Or...
Second clue for question 4. It was the same year that Rage Against the Machine won the Christmas #1. So what year did Rage Against the Machine win the Christmas #1? And it happens to be the same year that Barack Obama won the Nobel Peace Prize.
You've got your high brow, you've got your low brow. That's just all in one question. Parcelled up.
All right.
Question.
No. All right. Too fast. Too slow.
How are we doing? There's no shout on the chat. I
Seems
think
like
we're
people are
okay.
People are coping. All right. We'll move on to question 5.
the first person to perform a solo descent into the Mariana Trench. So who was the first person to perform a solo descent into the Mariana Trench? And I'll give you a clue. It's probably going to be the second one that you're going to go for. As in the second half of the
My clue's easier. So my clue for question 5. Who was the director of Terminator and Terminator 2? Who directed the movies Terminator and Terminator 2? Not the same. Presumably they share a name, but they're not in fact the same person.
Question 6. The fictional pub currently run by Chaz and Charity Dingle that was partly demolished by a plane crash in 1993.
Oh.
So it's a fictional pub that's currently run by Chaz and Charity Dingle that was partly demolished by a plane crash in 1993.
And my clue, a cumulus cloud of fleecy appearance with a horizontal base. A cumulus cloud of fleecy appearance with a horizontal base.
You got the highbrow one.
I did a little bit of switched, yeah.
We moved it up.
Oh, nipples. No, I switched a bit. No, this is okay.
Okay.
Question 7.
The winner of Love Island in 2018. So who won Love Island in 2018? I suppose it's a winner, technically.
One of the winners. And also question 7. The actor who starred in Mean Machine and The Football Factory.
Starred might be a loose term.
Actor who appeared in Mean Machine and Football Factory.
Cool.
All right.
And question 8. The largest city in Sri Lanka. So that's the largest city in Sri Lanka.
And also question 8. A long-running detective series starring Peter Falk that never mentions the detective's first name. It's a long-running detective series starring Peter Falk that never mentions the detective's first name.
Cool. Right, we'll blitz through all of those and then we'll go for a break.
We'll have a little break.
And we'll do some scores and we'll do some more exciting things like that. Okay.
Quick run through those again?
Yeah, run through those.
Okay.
Great.
Question 1.
Number of pieces that start on the board in a game of English drafts, or
a TV show featuring Jack Bauer.
Question 2. The name of a series of kings between 1714 and 1830, or
Peppa Pig's little brother.
Question 3.
The longest country in the world, north to south.
We swapped.
I don't really know why I missed it.
The fruit of the plant of the genus Capsicum. That's the fruit of the plant of the genus Capsicum.
Or the longest country in the world, north to south.
Question 4.
The year Barack Obama won the Nobel Peace Prize.
Or the year Rage Against the Machine won the Christmas #1. It suits my hair now. It's all good.
Question 5. The first person to perform a solo descent into the Mariana Trench, or
Director of Terminator and Terminator 2.
Great stuff. Question 6. Fictional pub currently run by Chaz and Charity Dingle that was partly demolished by a plane crash in 1993.
Or a cumulus cloud of fleecy appearance with a horizontal base.
Question 7. One of the winners of Love Island in 2018.
Or the actor in Mean Machine and The Football Factory. An actor that was in both of those films. An actor.
Question number 8. The largest city in Sri Lanka.
Or a long-running detective series starring Peter Falk that never mentions the detective's first name. Cool. All right, we're going to leave you for
let you have a little think, a little mull over.
A little mull, so you can press
drink.
a bit now, or you can wait, it's fine, you can discuss some of them, you can do all the chat while I put on some tunes. I'm going to put on some tunes that I can find. Yeah, that'll do. I might come up with some more fun tunes in a bit. We'll see you later.
Have a break and join us after the break for the music round and the pointless round.
Bye. should say we're gonna do this. Hello again. Are we all back? Are we all ready? All happy? Nikki's not. Nikki's doing her correspondence.
I'm just doing my correspondence, yeah. Hello. Hi. Welcome back. Welcome back. Did everybody have a chance to get a drink? Go to the loo?
Has everyone also, more importantly, pressed submit?
Yes. Do we have your answers?
Do you have your answers? We'll do round 2 first. We'll do answers for round 2. But if you could press submit definitely on your answers to round 3, that'd be great. Apologies. I know that some people had a little bit of problems with the internet. I think everybody else got it.
Everybody's okay. If you're missing a question, if you need a question, just let us know. We can repeat some questions.
Uh-oh.
Well?
Uh-oh.
Don't let us out of that.
Oh no, the Python's gone wrong. I mean, Bev's got a panic.
I feel like this is like the cursed idea.
Oh no, this has not gone well. We might need another break later so that I can look into what's going on.
Let's worry about that later.
Yes, it'll be fine. I wonder what's happened there. Very confusing.
Anyway. So, right. Listen. We got a lot of feedback last week on the music round. So obviously the first time.
We'll do answers first before music round. Yeah.
Oh.
Answers to round 2. Yeah. And then we'll
hold that thought.
Yeah. Okay. Answers to round 2. I'm going to do brief video clips. I'm not going to play the whole thing, which is a shame. But there you go. I might play the last one again.
Just because it's so good. Okay.
Okay. So number 1. It was, of course, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Or the Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles.
You can have either.
Whichever
That's
you pick
all
is
fine. Question 2.
think you'll agree. For anybody who's got young children in their team, hi Oscar and Fraser, or knows young children, or just really enjoys Paw Patrol, it was Paw Patrol.
It was Paw Patrol. Question 3. That was Grange Hill.
Of course it was.
But
Remember Grange Hill?
It was Grange Hill with the old titles, obviously messed up a little bit, but with the 90s music. So, you know, just mixing it up a little bit.
Of course it was Grange Hill.
Question 4 was...
A little bit trippy, that one.
It doesn't sound that different, but it's because it's the Magic Roundabout, with the music reversed. Question 5. Question 5.
Yeah.
Welcome to my bar. I hope you have a lovely day. It's Pokemon.
It is in fact Pokemon.
But the jazz style.
Sort of elevator jazz.
Yeah, jazz. Question 6 was a wonderful,
A little bit trippy as well, wasn't it?
wonderfully odd remix of Pingu. Yep, that was Pingu there.
Pingu.
Yeah, obviously.
And then
question 7.
The absolute classic. Fabulous metal cover of...
This was the Teletubbies. We need all of... I've just been told that we need all of the last song.
So
and
enjoy it again.
we agree.
Just enjoy it.
So there you go.
It's just the best one. Right.
So I would tell you who's winning at the moment and who won all the races, but Bev is malfunctioning at
Bev's
the
a little
moment.
bit overloaded.
Bev might have some problems that I need to, that someone needs to go into her mainframe, have a little tinker inside, and sort of try and get her coaxed into working again, because someone might have done some programming at 2 o'clock, just maybe a little too late.
Anyway, if nothing else, I really hope that you take away from this quiz a metal cover of the Teletubbies while they all bounce off each other like they're in a mosh pit. I just really, really hope that you enjoyed that as much as I did.
Good. So, right, music round, everyone.
Are we not doing 2 clues, 1 answer, or are we leaving a little break?
No, we'll do the music round, and we'll
Okay.
come back
Sure.
to the answers.
Sure.
We do,
Sure.
yeah.
Music round. Okay, so, listen. we've had a lot of feedback on the music round. We were unsure because the first time we attempted the music round, of course, we tried and it was a little bit of an issue, like technical issue. It wasn't working very well. So last week we did sort of covers or sort of reimaginings of songs, and we weren't sure how people would feel about it. We thought, will they like it, will they not? We've had some positive feedback. I think across the board people were quite happy with our melodica kazoo covers. So the kazoo is back, as is the melodica, and you're welcome. So we're gonna do another special music round.
Yes.
But there is a theme this week. I'm gonna get yourself ready.
Yeah.
So there's a theme to the music round this week. This week's music round is called That's What I Call Lockdown. So there is a little bit of a lockdown theme, which might help you along the way to figuring out. So again, do we want artist or singer?
We want artist or singer, artist or singer plus song, except for one of them that is a musical, where we just want the musical and the song.
Yes, one of them's a musical.
Also worth pointing out that one of them, there is a almost more famous cover version of it. I won't say which song. We will want the original artist. You can't really tell that we're doing the original artist rather than...
I mean, maybe you can tell. It's a pretty good cover. But anyway, the point being, so the theme is That's What I Call Lockdown, and we want an artist and we want a song title, except for one where it's
original artist,
and we want the musical title and the song title.
Okay. Without further ado, question 1. Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Okay, go.
3, 4. That's what you paid for music lessons for, Mum. There you go. Good. Right, that's question 1.
That's question 1. It's a lockdown theme.
Question 2.
Hang on, wait, what is it? Oh, God. I can't remember. 1 second.
Okay.
Okay. I go straight in again? No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Doesn't actually do that last bit. So.
That was
Okay.
That was question 2. All right, we're doing question 3.
Question 3.
All right, okay. So you do an intro to this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can tell we're really well rehearsed. of breath with all of this. It's, you know.
It's really all about the kazoo. So I'm trying to like hog all the limelight, all the musical prowess.
All the solos.
Okay. All right. I hope you're coping okay with these.
Yeah.
Now that's what I call lockdown. Just have that in mind. Okay. Right. That was a bit of a butchering of that. I was distracted. Wolverine came in and distracted me.
Yeah, he wanted to come and say hello.
Hi, hello. You coming to say hello? Oh, you might do in a second.
Just
So
shout.
I was a bit distracted during that one, but that was a slight butchering. Okay, slight.
It was actually a really quality piece of music.
That was a minor
really
butchering.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
Okay. What are we on? We're on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 now. Question 5 of 6. Okay.
I started at the beginning again?
Yeah. Oh no, I was gonna no.
Do you need left.
Wolverine was having none of that shit.
Literally, he came in and he had some water and looked at us like he was disappointed in us, and then he left again.
Yeah, I think that's kind of fair, right? That's kind of...
Okay. Amazing.
Okay.
Right, and then this is the last one.
Okay, this one's really quick. It's just a little quick.
Yeah.
It's a mini one.
Don't worry, it's nearly over. Okay.
So we get for that one. It's short and sweet.
All right.
Good. All right. You can have.
I think that's all good. But if anybody would actually like us to repeat one, I mean, I don't know why you would, but let us know in the comments if there was one that you missed or you feel like hearing it one more time might benefit you.
Yeah.
In any way. We could always meet ourselves again if that's.
Maybe that'd be easier
helps.
if we could play the song muted. Then maybe that'd make it easier for everyone. Either way,
can you play 3?
Can we play 3? Yes. Yes, we can.
Yes.
We'll play 3.
All right, 3. No worries, Molly.
Okay. else wants 2. We've had a couple of 2.
Wow.
We want
2.
We want the name of
2
the
and
song. We want
2 and 5. Okay.
and 5 as well.
2 as
Gosh,
well. Right. Okay. All right. We'll do 2 and then we'll do 5.
We want the name of the song and we want the artist, except for the one that's a musical, where we want the name of the song and
the name of the musical.
The name of the musical.
Don't need the character name or anything like that. Okay. Right, so we've been asked for 2. So
Also, for
that
those
was
of
3
you
we just did, and we've been asked for 2 and 5 as well.
Those of you that are unfamiliar with Bev, when she's doing well, when she is, on top form, she is fine. You don't need to put like a comma, just put like a space. It's fine. It's all good. It's not a problem. So
right.
2 and 5 are what people want. Okay,
2 and 5. I mean,
was...
we just give it to people what they want, what they ask for.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, this is my spectrum.
Okay.
All right, that was 2.
That was 2.
And then we've also been asked for 5.
Number 5. Okay, yeah.
5 was what? 1, 2.
Straight in.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I'm right.
Are you doing an intro?
Yeah.
Okay, let's start again. This is 5.
Okay, cool. I think that's everybody covered.
Amazing.
Everyone's got everything. Right, we're going to have a quick
Gonna let you recover
mini
from that.
break while I potentially have a little play with Bev to see if I can get some people the points. Otherwise we can't have the points.
Oh god, someone's asking for 4 as well.
Oh my days.
Oh my goodness.
Number 4.
4 was 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, I did really mess that one up, to be fair.
What was the number of the one you played before this one? So we
I think
repeated 5.
We did 3, then 2, then 5, didn't we?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we repeated 3, then 2,
That was 2.
then 5. But definitely get it from there. That's it. You've had your repeats. I'm sorry. It's all over.
Someone's asked for 4.
Really?
I can't remember where the middle goes.
That's fine.
Okay, we are going to do 4 because
I'm going
someone's
to do
asked
4.
for it.
This is 4, everyone.
I really apologise. I can't quite remember the middle bit, so it's probably why it's so terrible.
It's probably why you're struggling.
It's probably one of the reasons why this is the worst thing you've ever seen in your life.
We were so professional last week.
I know.
We were like pros.
We were amazing. Like
I showed a graph earlier and everyone was like, whoa.
We had loads of new joiners this week as well.
Yeah,
They're not going to be back, are they?
No.
Right, okay.
with a bang at the table to finish. Right, that's it. No more.
That was 4.
There we go. Awesome. That's good. It's good to know that we still get a Christmas present from Oscar because we played that one for him. Good. No more though. Yeah, little brief interlude. Hopefully I'll be able to sort Bev out. I might not be able to sort Bev out. That might just be it for Bev. We might find out all the answers later.
Bev's had enough.
She's unimpressed. Come on, play a song. No. Oh God, no! It doesn't know what we want. It's a weird song choice. Just give me a second. You can watch Nikki drinking some wine.
Shall we just catch up? How are you doing? How are you feeling? I feel like there's been a bit of a shambles really on the quiz this week. I feel like previously it was a bit more profesh. And this week, despite the fact that we both look a bit smarter, I'm in a dress, Joe's had a haircut, it's all fallen apart a little bit, hasn't it? But thanks for playing, and thanks for being here, because, you know, we're all here. We're all locked in our houses at the moment. It's just nice to do something to get together, isn't it? You know?
I think I put the right music on for your heart to heart.
Some like sad music for me to chat over. How's everybody enjoying a bit of nicer weather though, right? Like that's gotta cheer you up. I went for a run before this. Don't mean to brag or anything, but I did. I went for a little run just before we did this, and that was pretty nice. So I hope you're all getting a bit of fresh air and sunshine, and those of you who have kids at home, I hope that you're, you know, enjoying a bit of sun, able to get them out.
It's the most delightfully earnest thing.
You're giving me some more upbeat music. This is
No, go Ernest. I love it. Yeah, but it pass.
Yeah, Bev's having a bit of a struggle. She's a bit of a cheeky little thing, is Bev. You know, she kind of... She tries pretty hard. For those of you who were able to comment, how did you find the music round? Was that easy, hard? I mean, I know obviously the covers that we did are so close to the original, and in some cases maybe even improving. Yeah. So if you let us know what you think. If you're able to comment in the comments, let me know. Or you know, if you got my number, I assume you do. Most people. Do we have any total strangers doing the quiz? I wonder. If you don't know either of us personally, if you've never met either of us, drop us a comment and say hi. You know, hi, new lockdown friends. Why not? Correspondence, a bit of chat.
Right, it's not happening.
One of the teams is saying very, very bad on the music. Hardly got one, we think. Don't know. You might be better than you think. What does Wolverine think of the kazoo? Asks Molly.
He's not a fan.
Well, I mean, he just sort of looks at us mostly with disdain. He looks at us like, you guys are so embarrassing. I'm gonna go outside and just hang out by myself. Or maybe like lick my bum or something. Because you guys are so embarrassing. That's kind of what I think.
Alright.
Music round was a mixed bag.
Oh, mixed bag.
Oh dear. Mixed bag as in it was difficult, or mixed bag as in it was the worst thing you've ever heard in your life?
So we're not going to find out who the winner is this week because
Bev's had a struggle.
Bev's had a little bit of an issue. So we're not going to have a winner this week. We're all winners, really.
Oh dear. It's
we?
been fun though.
What I will do is I will update with a winner maybe tomorrow through email.
There's no prizes anyway. We could do the final round, the pointless round.
Oh yeah, once we're going to continue doing the rounds, we can still enter, we can still do all the chat and do all the things, and we'll tell you what we were playing, even though you might not believe it. And then we will, at a later time, I'll send you a graph and we'll work out who won. It's going to be delightful.
Molly says that they got full marks. I bet you did, actually.
Yeah, I bet you did.
That's fair.
All right.
Totally fair.
So let's go through the 2 clues, 1 answer through the music round, and then we're going to do the pointless round. And then we're going to pretend that someone won.
Jen is just...
Oh no.
It's all falling apart. Okay.
It's all going wrong today. Apologies.
Okay.
Jenna, press back. Press back and
press
try
back.
again. See if it happens. Put in an answer. Maybe that's the problem. Don't know.
Just messaged us again.
Okay. Are we ready?
The pointless round.
We will email the winner. So clues.
Again, for any newcomers,
We're going to do the answers first.
Are we?
Oh, yeah, let's do the answers. Let's tell everyone what they could have won. Shh, Bev. You weren't very good today.
No, Bev's really struggled this week.
It's definitely Bev that's the problem.
Enough.
We're going to lose the race. I don't think it's worth it.
I think that might be what messed everything up.
It's definitely what messed everything up.
Okay,
It's a terrible idea. Right. The number of pieces that start on a board in a game of English drafts
and also a TV show featuring Jack Bauer
is 24.
The name of a series of kings between 1714 and 1830.
And Peppa's Pig's little brother is called George.
His little brother George.
Yeah, there we go.
The longest country in the world, north to south.
And the fruit of the plant of the genus capsicum
is a chili.
It's a chili or
chili.
Chili. The year Barack Obama won the Nobel Peace Prize.
And the year that Rage Against the Machine won the Christmas #1.
It's 2009.
Both of those were 2009.
Very important year.
It was a big year.
For Rage Against the Machine and Barack.
It was a really big year. Okay. The first person to perform a solo descent into the Mariana Trench.
And the director of Terminator and Terminator 2.
It was James Cameron.
And the really exciting fact is, it is the same James Cameron that went down into the Mariana Trench and did that as well. So, it's
the very same James Cameron.
The same James Cameron.
The fictional pub currently run by Chaz and Charity Dingle that was partly demolished by a plane crash in 1993.
And a cumulus cloud, a fleecy appearance with a horizontal base.
Both of those are a Woolpack. The Woolpack. The pub in Emmerdale.
Happy fine. The winner of Love Island in 2018.
And also an actor in Mean Machine and The Football Factory, Danny Dyer. They're both Danny Dyer. One's the dad, one's the daughter, both called Danny.
Called his daughter Danny Dyer.
Danny Dyer.
I suppose people call children after themselves, don't they? It's not the first to do that. It is weird.
Anyway.
It's weird.
The largest city in Sri Lanka.
And the longest running detective series starring Peter Falk that never mentions the detective's first name. Very exciting.
It's Columbo!
Yes.
Of course.
Of course
it is. Columbo. All right.
Right, music answers.
Music round.
Dubious. Maybe we'll move to piano. I don't know. Anyway, music round. Number 1 was, of course, All By Myself. Who was it by, Nikki?
It was by Eric Carmen, the original.
Not Celine Dion,
Eric Carmen.
as some people might think. It's beautiful. You've really captured the spirit of it.
I know. That was All By Myself. The second one, Trixie, we got asked to do a repeat on that.
Yeah, it was more difficult. I think it was partly because I was jazzing it up a little bit, which is, not helpful, really, at all. That was the Foo Fighters. The Foo Fighters. And Break Out.
Yeah, so got a bit of a, that's what I call lockdown music rhymes. It was All By Myself and Break Out.
Mm-hmm.
The third one was, of course,
Heroes by David Bowie.
It was, for any Brixton dwellers joining us from close by, it was Heroes by David Bowie, which has been a lovely theme for all the many NHS workers and other key workers in our lives.
So lovely put. Well done.
Yeah.
Stay inside.
Don't go out. Yeah. And then question 4 was, of course, the beautiful version. I forgot the little middle bit, which probably didn't help. But the beautiful On My Own from Les Miserables.
That was for you, Mum. So my mum really loves Les Miserables, and I think that she will have really enjoyed what we did with it.
It's exactly the same.
Don't watch the film, it's terrible. And question 6 was... Oh, are we up to 6?
5.
No, 5.
Question 5.
Coldplay, and Something Just Like This, or I would have also accepted Chainsmokers. You could have had either.
They're just like this.
That's
I think
fine.
it was Chainsmokers featuring Coldplay or something
Basically,
like
if
that.
you put in something like that, you'd be fine.
Again, it was a little
If
bit.
Bev worked, if Bev was playing ball today.
Again, it was a bit of a one for the key workers in our lives. Lots of lyrics about superheroes in there. If you have a little listen, sounds pretty good.
And the last one was, of course,
The untouchable.
"Can't Touch This" by MC Hammer. So obviously you cannot do any
It's exactly the
touching.
same.
It's the same.
Now that's what I call lockdown.
Yeah. Cool.
So, Les Mis on Kazoo was haunting. I think so too. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Right, so we're going to do the pointless round. So,
All right, are you ready?
for those of you that
This is
have
a
played
great round.
before, what you're trying to do is come up with the answer that no one else will guess. So we'll do a category, and then you have to guess one of the answers of that category. But if Bev was working, you would get 5 points if you get it right. That sounds great, right? But if somebody else gets it right, you only get 3 points.
So you want to come up with an answer that's correct, but you want to think a little bit outside the box and try and come up with an answer that maybe no one else has thought of.
And I should say, it keeps going down. If 2 other people get it, you only get 1 point. And if 3 other people guess the same answer as you get nothing. Absolutely nothing. We don't do negatives. We're not that sort of quiz.
We're not negative people.
Yeah, so there you go.
All right.
Right.
Are you ready for this? This is your pointless round.
This is your final round.
Okay.
One day we will finish by 7:30,
I know.
but maybe it requires Bev to. So you know, like the graph that I got up, like the first time, like those graphs could have kept coming.
If you guys join us next week, if you forgive us for all the muting and all the things not working, and you join us again next week, we promise that we will be better.
We'll be better.
And I will
We'll be
practice my
solid.
kazoo parts.
Also,
so that they're better, and we won't, and everything will work.
And let us know if you liked the race round. I think maybe people didn't, so we can lose that. Let us know. Let us know how you felt about.
Let us know.
I envisaged you
Feedback is
over WhatsApp
welcome.
or shouting at each other, going
Yeah.
maybe.
But yeah. So let us know if you liked it, and if you do join us again next week after this shambolic performance, it'll be better. Promise. Okay.
Right.
Pointless round. Question 1.
Question 1.
Jane Austen novels. Go.
So we want a novel by Jane Austen. You can pick any novel at all.
But you want to try and think of one that
Think of
other
ones
people might not have thought
slightly
of.
more obscure, maybe one of the ones that hasn't been made into films or TV series. Well, maybe, but
Or
then
you
the
could
other thing
take
is
you could
can
take a
outguess
gamble.
people.
Some people might be like, oh, no one's going to say that one because it's too obvious.
Yeah. That happened last week,
Oh.
didn't it?
I think our nephews loved the race round.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll see how
We'll try
we go.
and get Bev up to speed.
Question 2.
So the first one, Jane Austen novels.
Jane Austen novels.
Jane Austen novels. Question 2.
Films starring Will Smith. I mean, I say starring. He has to be
Has
in
to
them,
be in it.
and it has to be feature length. That's the only provision. So has it got Will Smith in it?
Will Smith films.
Now, Will Smith has been in several films that have like a 1, 2, and 3. You're not having those. You only get
Just the main.
you just get the original film. Except, sorry, this has to be slightly except. There's been a couple of films where he's only turned up in like the second or third one. I think only second one. In which case, then you have to put the second one in. But I mean, you're getting into niche territory.
You are a little bit. Will
Yeah.
Smith films.
Yeah.
That's not really working.
You'll get it in the email.
So okay, I'm just going to come to us and then we'll just.
Oh yeah. We'll be able to.
We'll still be able
sort it out.
to. Yeah, we'll still be able to let you know.
It'll just happen later. There's still no prizes. You will still know who wins.
We're going to definitely let you know. It's still worth finishing the quiz.
Just
Okay.
not today.
Okay. So round 1 was Jane Austen novels, and round 2 was films with Will Smith.
I really like to think that people are playing the quiz to win, and that once they found out that they
There's
can't win, that's
glory.
it. We're off.
There's
We've
like-
got better things to do.
I'm going to go watch Tiger King again.
Just on loop.
I
Only Tiger
I hope
King.
you all have watched Tiger King because it's absolutely mind blowing. Okay, right. Question 3.
Michael.
Controversial one.
It's controversial. Should we be drawing? Anyway, Michael Jackson studio albums. So albums by Michael Jackson.
Can we know if we're allowed to talk about Michael
Just
Jackson?
the solo artist, please. No
Jackson 5s.
No Jackson 5s. Yep. We're not playing them, so we're not giving him any royalties. So there you go.
No.
Question 4, Nikki.
Question 4. This is a great one for me. No, you do this one because then the next one's mine.
Oh yeah, because this one's really mine. It's the sport one.
You did come up with this one.
I did come up with this.
Fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
So a member of the starting 11, and actually it is also the finishing 11 apparently, because they didn't have substitutes back then, of the 1966 England World Cup final. You know, the one where we won, that we go on about all the time. Like, it's really long ago, guys. Let's get over it. Let's stop playing football. And sorry, a member of the starting 11 of that 1966 England World Cup final. So anyone who played for England in that 1966 World Cup final. Sport.
There hasn't been any other sport questions.
No,
so
we
thought we should put a sport one in. Okay, and then this is my question. Again,
it's a pure Foreign Office.
I've got you, Foreign Office people. Question 5. Countries in ASEAN. So ASEAN is a formal multilateral organisation. ASEAN, it stands for the Association of Southeast Asian Nations.
So it's like the EU, but
it's not like the EU. But it's an organised group of countries in ASEAN, ASEAN being the Association of Southeast Asian Nations. And I'm going to give you a little bit of a hint to say that there are 10 of them. There are 10 countries who are in ASEAN, the Association of Southeast Asian Nations. Now we're on to the last question of the whole quiz.
Very good.
The last one. A football question.
Yeah, there was a football question.
I know. Well, we just sort of felt like we did lots of like film and music and literature type questions, and we were like, we don't want people to say, never let it be said that we're not representative. So that would be offensive to us. So we were like,
sure,
we should probably put in like one
football.
Sport question,
There it is.
and like a sport question where the answer isn't,
You don't know the answer to it.
Well, the answer isn't like ballet.
He was offside. Anyway, right. Final question. We have done numbers from 1 to 10 previously. The final question, similar vibe.
This is the final question of the whole quiz.
You have to name a day of the week.
Day of the week.
So pick a day of the week. Could be any day.
But try
it's
pick
Monday.
one that nobody else is going to pick.
It's Monday today. Will everyone pick Monday? Will no one pick Monday?
Will everyone pick Saturday because it's like Saturday? Or will...
I don't know.
Who knows? Days of the week.
We'll tell you all tomorrow as to what everybody
when we
else
let
will
you
pick.
know who won. Yeah.
Because we don't know.
Thanks for bearing with us because we appreciate it.
So have you enjoyed, before we do the...
Do you know what? If you enjoyed last week...
then we'll promise it'll be more like that.
It'll be much more like that. And if this is your first week and you thought this was kind of okay, next week's going to really exceed your expectations.
Well, actually, I've got really big plans for next week that I will thoroughly test.
Next week is going to be
no,
exceptionally
seriously.
good.
Next week we've got the big. We've got a big plan. A big plan for
I'm
next
not
week.
in on the
It's
big plan.
It's all changing up. It's all going to be.
I don't know what the big
It's all
plan
going to be. It's all going to be really exciting. I'm just saying, you want to be involved next week because I like to think we will almost have invented a new genre next week, or something's going to go very wrong. It'll be one of the two. So before we finish, there's 2 things we'd like you to do. 1, we've got one more question. 2, below in the stuff where you click the Superbar quiz link, if you could also click on the Facebook to Social Quiztancing 4, we're up to 4 now, before next week, won't it? Yeah, we've done 4 weeks. You can't tell, can you? So if you could click on that link, say you're going and invite loads of friends to come play because you thought this was so good. You want other people to enjoy it.
I promise you next week will be better, it really will.
Yeah. Then please do that. That'd be great.
Tell your friends. Invite them along, like 6 till 7:30. 6 till 7:30 on a Monday night. What else are you doing? We finish in time for you to have dinner after.
You'll both be on the graph.
You'll be. Who doesn't want to be on a graph?
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
Think about that.
You
It'd be
can.
amazing.
You're like Professor Chris Whitty with one of his graphs.
Okay. So the final question is a tiebreaker, just to make sure we really determine who wins, because winning is really important.
Winning's crucial. Okay. There's no prizes. Still no prizes.
Still no prizes.
Okay.
The final question is, we would like to know, you can guess. This is just purely a guess. So you guess, and the idea is whoever's closest, it sort of just differentiates if you're at the top, also differentiates if you're tied at the bottom. It does all the differentiating to make sure that everyone has a rank and a place.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
Very important. So could you tell me the distance from Land's End to John O'Groats in miles? So Land's End to John O'Groats in miles. You just guess it. Don't worry, we're not expecting anyone to get it right. But if you're closer, you're going to get a little bit more points. If you're further away, you're going to get less points. But it only matters. It's only a tiebreaker. It's only to work out who the final winner is if people were tied at the top, which we might have known if Bev was working.
And that's the end of the quiz!
Hooray!
Well done. Thanks
well
for
done.
making it this far. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for making it through another week of lockdown. I know it's tricksy times, but we're here for you.
We're here. We're going to keep going next week, even though this week was interesting. We're going to leave you with the Teletubbies and, sign up on Facebook, invite some friends. We'll get more people. The pointless round will be even more difficult because everyone will be trying to guess
And let
the
us know
same
what you
answers.
thought. If you thought these questions were like kind of the right level, the right mix of easy, hard, like let us know, because last week was a bit hard. This week we've tried to make it a bit easier. Yeah, let us know what you think.
Tiebreaker is yes, as the crow flies, please. Yes. Okay.
As the crow flies. Oh gosh.
Yeah. As the crow
Molly's taking this
flies.
seriously.
Guys, it's as the crow flies.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, Teletubbies, and we will see you next week, hopefully,
next
if you
week.
forgive us. Bye.